Got another one for you. We have VR and we are in kind of beta phase with it. Fucking around, scribbling around an idea to combine Texas Instruments LCD transparent display with a pair of glasses. Uh, Probably graphic calculator. You start from the bottom and then you work your way up. And combine it with the same USB on the go technology as a phone. Put the camera in the center, got GPS navigation that's visual in real time with the ancient tech. Probably run twice as fast. Um, this would be great for use in upgrading VR technology into the form of glasses. Now, glasses, why? Because LCD, we can actually take off and peel off the back panels, and we can see that we can also make it transparent. We can incorporate that technology with smaller displays. Now, computer that sits behind, obviously wireless, but that's a little bit too powerful. Um, you're probably going to want a wire connection for that. And the main reason is it uses less power. It it still has a gyroscope on it, which means it has a motion tracker, and it's much smaller in contrast to what we have already. Now, a physical based VR, now that can all be solved in the form of a triangle, magnet, and a small microtransistor. Clock, chip, whatever you have it, and put it into a shit ton of them into a cube. This cube on the outside has magnetic pulse, like a grid, that flush out to the wall in the back, like a grid, your Y, your X, and your Z. Alright? And it goes up, down, you get the point. On the broad scheme of things, on the other side is a magnetic material. Now, imagine these magnets coming out of the bottom of the tower and starting to build something. And imagine if they were transparent. Well, in all honesty, they don't have to be transparent, but it'd be pretty cool if they were. Projectors got it covered. We have a multitude of ways to pull this off, but in all honesty, the box in the center would be enough for the projection at hand. And the way our rooms are designed to be seemingly square, we have a room there, and we have material to put on the wall. The only problem is that any item you'd pick up would fall apart. There's no power going to it, and thus wireless transmission of power is going to be needed. Now, the magnetic pull alone, it should be enough. That is only if the proper gear is put on with the power source at hand. We could, instead of having that power source at hand in the box, right here in our gloves. So when we drop it, it just falls apart. It goes back into the grid. Now, it's a bit complicated in design. The triangles, each one of them, they're triangle for one reason. Triangle, if small enough, can make any shape. Now, we could use that to make a physical virtual reality. And, I mean, that would be great for training purposes, educational, the list goes on and on. And combat purposes, I mean, the list goes on and on in the field of learning. The only problem is that the magnetic radiation, it could be a problem for exposure. So the proper gear has to be put on as well. If warned about, there's a second idea I have. My list for ideas, I love it. I fucking love it. I just wish I didn't have to go to fucking college. That here's a team, they will teach you. Let's build together. More family ordeal. Uh, that textbook, it's just distasteful. That textbook is the only problem I've ever had with college. That textbook, I hate it so much that I refuse to go to college. That it's about at the point where I know that I need to be fucked up to even look at the book and think it's okay. When I know that I could cause a problem in schools, knowing what it is. This is why I'm trying to reach out. This is why I'm trying to kind of skip over that part, is because that's a business. And I don't want to be involved in it because it's going to piss me off. And I might say some stupid shit that makes people quit. In fact, I already have. Because it's right there in broad daylight. It's clear as day to see that half the shit I pull out, one book for auditing for a friend. I know professional auditors, they break it down to be easy. And I understand it. I look at business models every day in books, such as Benjamin Goods. Did you find everything you were looking for? Now formerly known as Walmart. And now it's so fucking. Everything's so hard to find because they forgot that one step and dropped it. They don't really have to anymore. Get it? But I see people shrinking expenditures. I see business models of supervising all the time. I read about them. Individuals who are playing bad guy in a corporate hive. So people work together to get brownie points. And they also work together against that guy. And the reason he's acting like that is because he's causing a team to work together. And, this is the books I read at the library. But if you take that same information and go to college and try to learn it, they'll try to make it so confusing that I ain't gonna fuck with it. I'm not gonna touch it. I just gotta be realistic and open that I'm an issue in college. Hands down. Um, Now, pharmacology, I'm pretty good at it. I know the basics of rail carting nutrients and locking them with another nutrient that you want to supply to the brain to cause a desired effect. Now, this nutrient is what usually goes to the brain when it's consumed. You link with the same molecule a nutrient behind it, and it uses it like a minecart and goes through the blood right where it needs to go. In college, it would be gobbledygook. With the internet, I got it covered. With the equipment, have it covered. Already did it. And I know where I'm headed to. I'm going to cause the dean problems with his business. That even in school, that they'd be like, you are a legal liability because you are costing us money and you know our scam. We can't have you here. This is why I refuse to go to college. And I want to skip over that and help you guys out. If it's something about safety, test me. As a human being would. This is what it is. This is how it goes. I can't get a job because the criminal justice system doesn't have their ducks in a row. They don't know what to do. I just solved it. Like, the reform was never needed. I actually tried to warn Amy about fucking with alpha pups. You need to keep chairs of power that earn their place in history held high like bar mitzvah. Very important. Otherwise, they will call you and tell you to fold. It took 2 campaigns. I tried calling her immediately, knowing what she wanted, but she did not explain the framework. I was trying to help. Fortunately, because I'm a nobody, she lost her campaign and was very disappointed. They took my speech with George Floyd's attorney about the catalyst of change that we could possibly cause as an example for our state throughout the country. It happened. OBCs are almost in every single state on police officers. Would you believe it was me? Some might know. I'm still here. And it's sad. It's actually really sad. I don't get nothing for it.